In the vast expanse of the galaxy, planets vary significantly in their environments, climates, and the challenges they pose to life. To categorize these worlds, the Galactic Council established a classification system that rates planets based on their hostility to sentient beings. This system ranges from Class 1, representing mild, hospitable environments suitable for most forms of life, to Class 15, where existence is almost impossible due to extreme conditions and aggressive ecosystems. Each classification serves as a warning and a guideline, aiding explorers, traders, and settlers in understanding the risks associated with various planets. Deathworlds are the most feared classifications among these categories. These are planets where survival is a daily struggle, characterized by perilous weather patterns, lethal flora and fauna, and environments that challenge the very essence of life. The classification of a death world does not merely indicate a high level of danger. It reflects a complex web of evolutionary adaptations that result in ecosystems designed to kill or overpower any intruders. For instance, a Class 10 death world might feature toxic gases and predatory animals, while a Class 13 world could involve extreme weather events, aggressive plant life that ensnares and consumes, and microorganisms that can incapacitate even the most resilient travelers. Class 13 death worlds, in particular, are notorious for their unique blend of hostility. These planets possess highly advanced ecosystems that have evolved over millennia, honing their defenses and offensive capabilities. On such worlds, every creature, from the tiniest insect to the largest predator, is a potential threat. The plants, often appearing benign, may harbor toxins that can incapacitate or even kill in minutes. The air itself can be filled with allergens or corrosive substances, making it dangerous to breathe without specialized equipment. Furthermore, the geological features of Class 13 worlds can contribute to their classification. Volcanic activity, unstable tectonic plates, and unpredictable weather phenomena create a volatile environment that can change at a moment's notice. 1 minute, a traveler might be basking in sunlight, and the next a tempest might arise, bringing with it hail or acid rain, further complicating survival. As a result of these myriad dangers, life on a Class 13 death world is shaped by competition, adaptation, and survival strategies that would seem unimaginable to beings from more hospitable worlds. The organisms that thrive here often possess extraordinary resilience and lethal capabilities, leading to an intricate food web where only the fittest survive. For those brave or foolhardy enough to explore these worlds, the rewards can be significant, but the risks are ever-present, serving as a grim reminder that life is often intertwined with death in the harshest of environments. The mere mention of a death world can send shivers down the spines of even the most seasoned spacefarers. Tales abound of explorers who ventured into these realms, only to find themselves ensnared in traps laid by nature itself. Those who return speak of experiences that challenge the very fabric of their understanding, recounting encounters with creatures that defy logic and landscapes that seem to pulse with malevolent intent. The allure of discovery is often overshadowed by the harsh reality of existence on these planets, leading many to regard them as cursed or even haunted. In the case of Earth, the galaxy's perception shifted dramatically as its classification changed. Once viewed as a relatively safe haven amidst the stars, the revelation of its status as a Class 13 death world shook the foundations of intergalactic society. Explorers and settlers now looked upon it with a mix of fear and fascination, sparking debates about the implications for trade, diplomacy, and survival in a galaxy already fraught with conflict. The catalyst for Earth's dramatic reclassification from a Class 3 to a Class 13 death world originated from a scientific expedition organized by the Galactic Council of Xenobiology. This coalition of intergalactic scientists, biologists, and explorers was composed of representatives from various alien civilizations, each eager to study Earth's rich biodiversity. They aimed to uncover the secrets of its unique ecosystems, from its diverse range of climates to its extraordinary flora and fauna. The expedition was heralded as a groundbreaking venture, a chance to bridge cultural divides and expand knowledge about life on Earth. As the fleet of research vessels descended through Earth's turbulent atmosphere, the initial excitement was palpable. Scientists prepared to document the rich tapestry of life and the interactions within its ecosystems. However, upon landing, their expectations began to unravel. The team quickly discovered that Earth was not the benign paradise they had envisioned. In their first hours on the ground, the explorers encountered violent weather patterns that seemed to shift without warning. Sudden storms erupted, unleashing torrential rain and fierce winds that dismantled their landing equipment. The atmospheric phenomena were not merely typical weather. They exhibited a level of unpredictability that left the seasoned scientists baffled. Lightning strikes danced across the sky, targeting their vessels with alarming accuracy, as if the planet itself were resisting their presence. Venturing further into the wild, the team encountered a plethora of life forms, each more astonishing and perilous than the last. Brightly colored plants that appeared harmless at first glance released toxic spores when disturbed, causing immediate respiratory distress. Animals that had evolved alongside these plants exhibited behaviors that were at once fascinating and terrifying. Apex predators, such as massive felines and carnivorous avians, prowled the underbrush with an unnerving intelligence, making every step a calculated risk. The explorers quickly learned that Earth's ecosystems had developed defensive mechanisms far beyond their previous classifications. One incident that solidified the urgency of their findings occurred when a small research group attempted to collect samples from a seemingly innocuous flower. Moments after touching the plant, they were ensnared in a network of vines that sprang to life, pulling them into a tangle of vegetation. It took the combined efforts of the rest of the team to free them, but not without significant injuries. This encounter was a wake-up call. The biologists realized that Earth's life forms were not only equipped to survive, but were actively hostile to intruders. Meanwhile, the data collected during their initial survey began to reveal deeper insights into Earth's history and evolution. The explorers unearthed evidence of environmental adaptations that had transformed the planet into a crucible of survival. Fossil records showed how Earth's inhabitants had evolved to contend with cataclysmic events, such as asteroid impacts and ice ages, leading to the development of ecosystems that thrived on competition and predation. The interdependence of species formed a complex web where every organism had a role, often at the expense of others. As reports filtered back to the Galactic Council, the implications of their findings became increasingly apparent. The classification system relied not only on the inherent dangers of a planet, but also on the likelihood of survival for sentient beings. The researchers concluded that Earth's defenses, rooted in its complex ecology, presented a level of threat far beyond what had been previously documented. This realization prompted an emergency assembly of the Galactic Council, where scientists presented their findings, painting a stark picture of the world they had just explored. The collective decision to reclassify Earth as a Class 13 Deathworld was swift and unanimous. The ramifications of this decision echoed throughout the galaxy, prompting a frenzy of activity among various alien civilizations. Some began preparing for expeditions to exploit Earth's resources, driven by the belief that its dangers could be tamed and harnessed. Others urged caution, fearing the consequences of meddling with a planet that had proven itself both beautiful and deadly. The reclassification not only altered perceptions of Earth, but also reignited debates about ethics in exploration and the responsibilities that came with knowledge. Scientists and leaders from across the galaxy questioned whether it was wise to engage with a world that had so ruthlessly evolved defenses against intruders. The reputation of Earth transformed overnight, no longer viewed as a safe haven, but rather as a world teeming with life that could kill in myriad ways. The news of Earth's reclassification as a Class 13 Deathworld reverberated throughout the galaxy, triggering a cascade of reactions that reflected the diverse cultures and perspectives of its many civilizations. For some, the revelation was an alarming wake-up call. For others, it sparked excitement and ambition. As the Galactic Council disseminated the findings, debates erupted across star systems, shaping intergalactic politics and diplomacy in unforeseen ways. Among the first to react were the Varkarians, a species known for their aggressive expansionist policies and thirst for resources. Viewing Earth's dangerous reputation as an opportunity rather than a deterrent, they gathered their war fleets, fueled by the belief that the planet's untamed wilderness could be subdued and its wealth extracted. Varkarian leaders began to strategize a campaign, envisioning Earth as a new territory ripe for conquest. They rallied their citizens with tales of glory, painting a picture of a formidable world where only the strongest would prevail. Conversely, the Trivarians, a peace-loving civilization known for their advocacy of environmental conservation, reacted with horror. They saw Earth's classification as a profound warning about the potential consequences of exploitation and interference. Trivarian diplomats held emergency sessions to discuss the implications, arguing for immediate measures to protect the planet from external threats. They reached out to other civilizations, urging them to consider Earth not just as a resource, but as a vital ecosystem worthy of respect. Their efforts aimed to build a coalition dedicated to safeguarding Earth from impending invasions. In the sprawling markets of the Xynoth Collective, traders buzzed with excitement. The classification of Earth as a death world opened up new avenues for commerce. Some viewed it as a chance to capitalize on the exotic and dangerous aspects of the planet. Entrepreneurs began to develop plans for Deathworld tourism, catering to thrill-seekers eager to experience Earth's perilous landscapes and lethal wildlife in controlled environments. Xynoth merchants envisioned luxury packages that included guided tours through hazardous terrains, complete with armed escorts and high-tech protection gear. The idea of making profits from Earth's dangers sent shockwaves through the trade networks, transforming the planet into a sought-after destination for the brave and wealthy. Meanwhile, the Karath, a ruthless hive-minded species known for their brutal invasions, seized upon Earth's new status as an opportunity for conquest. Their war council convened, and the Karath leaders expressed their determination to exploit Earth's chaotic environment to their advantage. With their advanced technology and sheer numbers, they believed they could overcome the planet's threats, using its dangerous life forms as weapons in their ongoing campaigns of terror. Karath scouts were dispatched to gather intelligence, studying Earth's ecosystems in hopes of devising strategies for a successful invasion. In stark contrast, the Velder, a race of highly advanced telepaths and empathic beings, reacted with profound concern. They sensed the turmoil within Earth's inhabitants, feeling their fear and confusion ripple through the cosmos. The Velder emphasized the need for understanding and compassion, advocating for a diplomatic approach rather than aggression. They sought to establish communication with Earth's leaders, offering assistance in navigating the perilous landscape of intergalactic politics and defense. Their message resonated with many who had witnessed the destruction wrought by conflict, pushing for a united front to protect the planet from impending threats. Among Earth's inhabitants, the revelation triggered a sense of urgency and unity. News of their world's dangerous classification ignited discussions about identity, responsibility, and resilience. In cities worldwide, forums and assemblies formed, gathering people from all walks of life to debate the implications of being labeled a death world. Some factions advocated for isolationism, believing that remaining hidden from the galaxy was the safest path. Others called for collaboration with friendly civilizations, viewing it as an opportunity to foster alliances and bolster defenses against external threats. As various alien civilizations made their plans, the Galactic Council initiated emergency meetings to address the escalating situation. Recognizing the need for a coordinated response, they discussed the creation of a new interstellar policy framework to manage relationships with Class 13 death worlds. Proposals for environmental protection, trade regulations, and military interventions were put forth, leading to heated debates among member species. The Council acknowledged the necessity of a delicate balance between exploration and preservation, understanding that Earth's classification could fundamentally alter intergalactic dynamics for years to come. As tensions rose and the galaxy collectively held its breath, the fate of Earth hung in the balance. The awareness of its new status reshaped perceptions and interactions, fostering an atmosphere of intrigue, fear, and ambition. Each civilization pondered what Earth's classification meant for their own future, weighing the risks against the rewards in a galaxy teetering on the brink of change. As the galaxy reeled from the announcement of Earth's classification as a Class 13 Deathworld, humanity found itself thrust into a new reality. The implications of this status struck a chord across the globe, sparking a wave of emotions that ranged from fear and confusion to determination and resolve. The realization that their home was now regarded as one of the most dangerous places in the universe created a profound sense of urgency among Earth's inhabitants. In the immediate aftermath, various governments and organizations convened emergency meetings to address the implications of the reclassification. National leaders, scientists, and military officials gathered in forums that echoed with tension. Discussions centered around a singular question: how could humanity protect itself from potential threats posed by the galaxy's interest in their newly classified world? Public sentiment was sharply divided. Some factions, fueled by fear of alien intervention, advocated for a stringent isolationist policy. They argued that maintaining secrecy about Earth's resources and locations was the best way to safeguard humanity from predatory civilizations. Speeches filled with fiery rhetoric echoed through social media and news outlets, urging citizens to close ranks and keep Earth's wonders hidden from the prying eyes of the galaxy. This camp believed that humanity should rely solely on its own resources and capabilities, drawing inward to fortified defenses against external threats. Conversely, other groups emerged, advocating for a more open and collaborative approach. These individuals saw the reclassification as an opportunity for humanity to assert its place in the galaxy, to engage with other civilizations, and to forge alliances. They believed that collaboration could yield invaluable knowledge and technology to help navigate the dangers of their environment. Activists and diplomats rallied for a unified effort to communicate with friendly alien races, emphasizing that mutual understanding could foster a sense of shared responsibility and protection. The media played a significant role in shaping public opinion. News outlets broadcast stories of the expeditionary scientists who had faced the brutal realities of Earth's ecosystems. Videos and images surfaced, showcasing the incredible but deadly diversity of life, accompanied by expert commentary that painted a vivid picture of the challenges that lay ahead. These narratives fueled both fear and fascination, prompting widespread discussions about what it meant to be part of a Class 13 death world. In the shadows of these discussions, various organizations began mobilizing. Scientists formed task forces to study Earth's ecosystems with renewed vigor, aiming to understand better the unique adaptations that had allowed life to thrive in such a hostile environment. Their work was driven by the desire to turn knowledge into power, to develop technologies and strategies that could help protect humanity from the dangers that awaited them. Innovations in environmental science, bioengineering, and disaster preparedness emerged as priority areas for research and development. Simultaneously, grassroots movements began to take shape, driven by passionate citizens who sought to organize local defenses against potential alien threats. Community forums sprang up, fostering discussions about survival strategies, self-defense training, and resource management. Individuals shared knowledge about local flora and fauna, teaching one another how to navigate the wild landscapes and utilize Earth's natural resources safely. This newfound unity began to cultivate a sense of pride among humanity, as people recognized their unique relationship with the planet and their inherent resilience. The military, too, began to reassess its posture. High-level meetings convened to discuss strategies for Earth's defense, considering both conventional and unconventional approaches. Experts evaluated the potential for forming alliances with other planets while simultaneously preparing for the possibility of an invasion. The military recognized the need to leverage Earth's ecological knowledge as a tactical advantage. Training programs were developed to incorporate survival tactics that utilized the very dangers of their environment as weapons against any would-be aggressors. Meanwhile, the arts and literature reflected the shifting landscape of human thought. Writers, filmmakers, and artists created works that grappled with the idea of Earth as a death world, exploring themes of survival, unity, and the duality of beauty and danger. Stories of heroism emerged, depicting individuals who embraced the challenges posed by their environment, transforming fear into courage and uncertainty into hope. These creative expressions resonated with the populace, instilling a sense of identity that embraced their planet's complexities rather than shying away from them. As humanity collectively processed its new reality, a sense of solidarity began to emerge. The various factions, those advocating for isolationism and those calling for openness, started to recognize a shared goal: the preservation and defense of their home. This burgeoning unity paved the way for dialogues that sought to bridge the divide between differing ideologies, emphasizing the need for a comprehensive approach that incorporated both caution and cooperation. Amidst this unfolding narrative, one thing became increasingly clear. Earth was no longer just a planet. It had transformed into a symbol of resilience, a testament to the strength of its inhabitants in the face of existential challenges. As the threat of alien attention loomed larger, humanity was poised at a crucial crossroads, ready to shape its destiny among the stars. As Earth grappled with its new classification as a Class 13 Deathworld, the specter of alien invasions loomed large in the minds of its inhabitants. The Galactic Council's decision reverberated through the cosmos, and various civilizations began to weigh the risks and rewards of engaging with a planet now notorious for its lethal ecosystems and complex life forms. The potential for invasions became a pressing concern, igniting debates about defense strategies and the very nature of humanity's place in the universe. Intelligence reports from various intergalactic outposts revealed that numerous species were contemplating or actively planning expeditions to Earth. Some factions, driven by curiosity about the planet's unique biota, envisioned benevolent research missions that would seek to understand Earth's complexities. However, others had darker intentions, motivated by greed and a desire to exploit the planet's resources. The idea of harvesting Earth's rich biodiversity or claiming its mineral wealth attracted opportunistic civilizations eager to capitalize on humanity's vulnerability. The Varkarians, already mobilizing their war fleets, were among the most aggressive factions. Known for their ruthless conquests and technological prowess, they viewed Earth not only as a potential colony, but also as a source of raw materials critical for their expanding empire. Intelligence analysts speculated that the Varkarians might attempt a full-scale invasion, seeking to subdue the planet and exploit its resources. Their military strategy would likely involve deploying overwhelming force, using their superior technology to neutralize any resistance from Earth's defenders. The very thought of such a conflict sent ripples of anxiety through the populace, prompting urgent calls for enhanced military readiness. In contrast, the Karath were exploring a different approach. Instead of launching an outright invasion, they considered the possibility of a more insidious method of domination. The Karatha's hive-minded structure allowed them to develop sophisticated infiltration tactics, enabling them to implant agents within Earth society. By manipulating human systems from within, they could create discord and weaken defenses before striking decisively. This chilling strategy highlighted the need for humanity to remain vigilant, aware that the threat might not always be overt, but could manifest in subtler, more insidious ways. Simultaneously, the Xynoth Collective's entrepreneurs began to push for the creation of Deathworld tourism. While ostensibly harmless, this commercial endeavor had unintended consequences. The influx of tourists from various civilizations could attract attention and scrutiny from hostile species, potentially compromising Earth's security. This phenomenon posed a dual threat. While it could foster diplomatic relations with friendly aliens, it also risked exposing Earth to those who might exploit its vulnerabilities. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, Earth's military leaders initiated a series of drills designed to prepare for potential invasions. These simulations ranged from conventional defense tactics to unconventional strategies that utilized the very dangers of Earth's environment. Military units trained in guerrilla warfare, learning to adapt to the wild landscapes and unpredictable weather patterns that characterize their home. By embracing the planet's inherent threats, they aimed to turn Earth's chaos into a tactical advantage. Moreover, collaboration with scientists became paramount. Researchers focused on understanding Earth's ecosystems in unprecedented depth, developing bioengineered defenses against possible alien incursions. For instance, genetic modifications to local flora could enhance their defensive capabilities, creating barriers or deterrents against potential invaders. This blending of science and military strategy aimed to ensure that humanity could harness its environment to safeguard itself from external threats. As preparations intensified, a sense of urgency permeated the population. News reports chronicled the rising tensions, painting vivid pictures of potential invasions and the risks associated with them. Public discourse began to focus on resilience, emphasizing the importance of adaptability and unity in the face of adversity. Town hall meetings and community gatherings served as platforms for citizens to discuss how best to defend their world, fostering a spirit of collective responsibility. In these discussions, stories of past conflicts emerged, reminding humanity of their capacity to resist and overcome adversity. Veterans shared experiences of battles fought to protect their home, drawing parallels between historical conflicts and the current crisis. Their words served to inspire a new generation, instilling a sense of pride and determination to protect Earth at all costs. In light of these threats, Earth's governments began to strengthen diplomatic channels with known friendly civilizations. Initiatives to share intelligence and resources aimed to bolster defenses and foster solidarity against common adversaries. The hope was that by forming alliances, they could deter hostile incursions and demonstrate that Earth would not be an easy target for those with malicious intent. Despite the mounting challenges, the spirit of humanity began to coalesce into a resolute front. While the threat of alien invasions loomed large, the sense of unity and determination that emerged in response was equally powerful. As the galaxy watched with anticipation, humanity stood on the precipice of a new era, prepared to confront the dangers that lay ahead. As the threat of alien invasions loomed ever larger on the horizon, a pivotal moment emerged that would galvanize humanity into action and forge an unbreakable bond among its people. It occurred during an extraordinary global event organized by a coalition of leaders, scientists, and activists who recognized the need for a united front against the existential challenges facing Earth. Dubbed the Unity Summit, this gathering aimed to bring together individuals from all walks of life, transcending borders, cultures, and ideologies in the name of survival. The summit was broadcast live across multiple platforms, allowing participation from billions of people around the globe. High-profile leaders addressed the audience, emphasizing the importance of solidarity in the face of external threats. They spoke passionately about humanity's unique ability to adapt and thrive, recounting tales of perseverance in the face of past crises. Each leader shared stories of resilience, illustrating how humanity had faced down adversities before, be it natural disasters, wars, or social upheavals, only to emerge stronger. As speeches resonated through homes, communities began to gather for watch parties, creating a collective atmosphere that spanned continents. Families and friends huddled together, united by a shared sense of purpose and the weight of their planet's future. In these moments, barriers of language, culture, and geography began to dissolve, replaced by a profound sense of kinship and responsibility. People from different backgrounds shared their experiences, discussing how Earth's challenges impacted them personally, fostering empathy and understanding. Amidst the speeches, a key moment arose when a scientist known for her groundbreaking research on Earth's ecosystems addressed the audience. She articulated a vision for a sustainable future where humanity and nature coexisted harmoniously. Her passionate plea emphasized that the key to surviving potential alien threats lay not only in military might, but also in understanding and preserving the intricate web of life on Earth. As her words echoed, they struck a chord with listeners, igniting a sense of hope and determination. This call for unity transcended the summit, sparking grassroots movements across the globe. Communities organized local events, workshops, and discussions centered around preparedness and resilience. People began to share knowledge about local ecosystems, teach survival skills, and form networks of support. The Unity in Diversity campaign emerged, celebrating the varied cultures that contributed to humanity's rich tapestry. Festivals and cultural exchanges flourished, showcasing traditions, foods, and stories from around the world, all emphasizing the interconnectedness of humanity. Social media became a powerful tool for collaboration and communication. Hashtags like hashtag EarthUnited and hashtag TogetherWeStand trended globally, allowing people to share their stories and strategies for survival. Videos flooded platforms showcasing communities coming together to build defenses, create community gardens, and develop local emergency plans. In these digital spaces, individuals became inspired by each other's creativity and ingenuity, showcasing the many ways they could contribute to a collective effort. As the summit concluded, a palpable sense of energy and determination coursed through humanity. The Unity Summit catalyzed a movement, igniting a spark that spread like wildfire across the globe. Individuals from all corners of society, whether they were farmers, engineers, artists, or teachers, began to recognize their unique contributions to the greater cause. The realization dawned that every action, no matter how small, could have a significant impact on the collective strength of humanity. Organizations dedicated to environmental protection, disaster response, and community resilience experienced a surge in volunteers and support. People flocked to training sessions on first aid, emergency preparedness, and environmental stewardship, eager to play their part in fortifying their communities. The spirit of cooperation extended beyond national borders, with countries collaborating on joint initiatives to strengthen defenses against potential invasions. In the wake of this unifying moment, the military also adapted its strategy, recognizing that a holistic approach was necessary for defense. They began incorporating civilian insights into their planning, seeking input from communities on how best to utilize local resources and knowledge. Military officials participated in town hall meetings, engaging with citizens and fostering open dialogue about defense strategies, thereby creating a bridge between armed forces and the general public. Through this grassroots movement, humanity's diverse voices coalesced into a harmonious chorus, resonating with the shared belief that they were more than just individuals. They were stewards of Earth and guardians of its future. This unity, born out of necessity, began to redefine what it meant to be human in the face of the cosmos. As the threat of alien invasions loomed, humanity found strength not only in technology and strategy, but also in the profound connections formed among its people. The collective energy surged as citizens of Earth embraced their shared identity, shifting from fear to empowerment. The idea that they could confront external threats together created a sense of optimism and hope, reshaping the narrative surrounding their future. The unity formed during this critical moment would resonate far beyond the summit itself, laying the groundwork for a resilient, collaborative, and determined humanity ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.